Hey there, and welcome back to Recap Mania. Today, I'm going to explain to you the movie Mom and Dad. What can kids do when their parents get so fed up with them they decide to kill them? The movie begins with something truly insane. A mother lets her child and her car get smashed into by a train. Surely signs of things to come. In the next scene, Ryan begins their day. Carly, the rebellious teenager, flirts with her boyfriend Damon, who is facing his PSATs today. Joshua hopes they can celebrate tonight before she's interrupted by Josh, her bratty little brother. Following this, she has breakfast with Kendall, her mother, and Brent, her father, while they hear the train incident on the news. The mood tanks when Carly brings Damon up. They hate that she's a sophomore and Damon is a freshman. Either way, she can't go to the movies with Damon because her grandparents are coming. Carly gets annoyed because Jeannie, Kendall's sister, is also due to give birth today, and she thinks Kendall will use it to get away from having this dinner with the old folks. Things get even worse when Kendall takes Carly to school. Kendall hates that she can't trust her daughter. This is warranted because, unknown to her, Carly just stole $100 from her purse. All she wants is for Carly to stop Facebooking when they're together. All she wants is for them to be best friends again. They're family, and they should love each other no matter what. Carly doesn't care. She doesn't want to be Kendall's friend. Kendall needs to get a life. Back at home, Joshua and Brent mess around as Sun, their housemaid, and her daughter Lisa clean up. Following this, Brent heads to work, but not before remembering his wild days when he was young. Now he's just an old fart heading to his 9 to 5. Meanwhile, Riley, Carly's friend, and Carly herself get their phones seized by their teacher. In the next scene, Kendall and her friend Jenna endure their Zumba class before heading out for coffee. They talk about how the workout won't help them reclaim their youth. The only thing that is stopping their husbands from cheating is the divorce settlement. Grim. Jenna is also jealous of their daughter's youth, but the subject changes when Kendall realizes that her $100 is missing. Jenna is sure that Carly stole it. That's what little girls do. Back at school, the kids notice that something is weird going on because kids keep getting called to the principal's office. Even Damon notices this after his PSATs because there are a ton of parents waiting outside the school. Soon, Carly and Riley buy some drugs in the school bathroom before heading out. They're surprised to find that the school is closing for the day. Things go awry when the students notice the crazy parents trying to break into the school. The teachers try to protect the students, but bedlam is unleashed when one of these students who tries to get to his parents is murdered by them. Following this, the parents break. In the midst of the chaos, Carly and Riley manage to escape while their parents kill their own kids on the school's campus. Meanwhile, Damon is forced to kill in self-defense because his father after he's attached to him at home. Oddly enough, the TV is playing some strange static noises. Elsewhere, Kendall comes to terms with the fact that her daughter is a thief. She's also distraught about the fact that she can't get her old job because she's been out of the job market for 15 years, thanks to her rotten kids. Reduced to a crying mess, she's forced to get over it when she hears that Janine is in labor, but not before she's startled by the police who are heading to the school. In the next scene, Carly follows Riley home as she learns about similar attacks to that which occurred in her school. Riley gets high and wanders around the house before finding her mother. Downstairs, Carly learns that her parents seem to be killing their parents in a wild rage, before she hears a noise from upstairs. Unfortunately, she discovers that Riley has been murdered by her mom. Meanwhile, in the hospital, Kendall also learns about what is going on, but she's distracted by Janine's arrival with her boyfriend. Soon, Janine manages to give birth to a daughter, but as soon as she does so, she tries to kill the baby. Fortunately, Kendall and the doctors are able to save the baby. Back at Riley's, Damon saves a fleeing Carly from a stranger. Meanwhile, a tired and frustrated Brent ignores calls from Kendall, who's freaking out in the hospital. She's forced to give the baby to the hospital before returning home. The situation is palpable because there are a ton of ravenous fathers waiting to descend on their newborn babies. Before she leaves, Kendall calls Sun to ask if everything is okay, but Sun doesn't know where everybody is. Moments later, Carly and Kendall enter the house. They are shocked to find Sun mopping up some blood from the kitchen floor. Afraid yet enraged, Carly orders Sun to get out before searching for Josh. She finds him crying under his bed. Once she tells her that Sun had killed her daughter. Carly begs Josh to get out from under the bed before their parents get home. Unfortunately, they're too late. Brent returns home and is angry to meet Damon at his home. As bad as this is, he gets worse when he spots his kids. He lunges at them and is forced to knock Damon out before going after his own kids. Luckily, the kids are able to hide in the basement. However, they come across a major mess in the basement. In a flashback, it's revealed that Brent got a pool table a few weeks ago. However, once Kendall shares her disapproval of his man cave, he smashes the pool table with a sledgehammer. He's mad that he cannot have anything. When he was young, he was a man. Now he's just some schmo with a family. Kendall also shares her disappointment with how her life turned out. They both can't believe that now they're just mom and dad. In the present, a frantic Kendall rushes home even when the radio warns her against doing so. Nobody knows why people are killing their kids, and it's best to avoid them for now. She even has to avoid a mom who just tried to make Kendall run over her baby in a pram. Nonetheless, Kendall decides she must see her kids. Kendall arrives at home and finds Brent passed out on the floor. Together, they try to trick the kids into coming out of the basement, but the kids refuse to come out, even if Carly is sorry. She even confesses to stealing the money. Kendall tries to see through the door, but it proves to be useless. Tired of these fruitless exercises, Brent tries to fetch his gun, but it turns out that Josh already has it as he shoots Kendall with it. That kid has been messing around with it for ages, another reason not to have guns in your home. Luckily, Kendall is only shot in the arm, so the couple patches her up in the bathroom. Following this, the parents try to force them out of the basement by filling it with natural gas. Later that night, the kids come to terms with the fact that their parents are trying to kill them. However, they aren't going out without a fight. They set a booby trap by the door and wait for their parents to enter. Soon their parents grow impatient. Brent saw the door open while Kendall arms herself. However, Brent is in for the shock of his life when he activates the explosive booby trap when he opens the door. Carly wishes for the days when she and Kendall were friends, but those days are long gone. Fortunately, Damon regains consciousness, and together with Carly, they're able to lock Kendall in the basement. However, as they bond over the bizarre situation, Kendall hurts Damon with a coat hanger before knocking him out with a meat tenderizer. The matter is made even worse because Brent is also up and on the prowl too. Fortunately, as the kids beg for their lives, Brent's parents arrive at the house. Incredibly, they want Brent's blood too. This begins one hell of a melee. Brent tries to kill Joshua while his dad tries to kill him. In a flashback, it is revealed that Brent is actually a cool dad who knows kids make mistakes. However, it appears that they might not be able to recover from this incident because Brent is cornered by his father in his beloved sports car. However, before she can finish Carly off, Nana saves her. Unfortunately for Nana, Brent runs her over with his car before sending his father flying to his death. In the aftermath, Damon knocks Kendall out with a shovel. In the final scene, Brent and Kendall wake up only to find themselves tied up in the basement. The kids try to appeal to their love their parents have for them. Unfortunately, their need to murder the kids is too strong. Wait till they get their hands on those little punks. So, with that, the movie recap episode has come to an end here. Let us know if you are intrigued to watch the movie after seeing our recap in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more recaps. Till then, goodbye.